Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. We're fired up. Well, I'm fired up. Me and the old dog's fired up for another week. It's going to be a 4-day week this week. Christmas Eve's on Friday. Christmas Day, Saturday. This morning it's 22 degrees. So it's a beautiful, frosty, crisp morning. So we're going to hit her hard this week. We only got 4 days to make, to get the loads out. So I was doing real good last week. I was doing 4 loads a day by myself. So hopefully I can keep up the pace, and it'll be a good week for one man in the woods, even though it is a 4-day week. But yeah, so we'll just see how the week plays out. Well, we're out here having fun. Well, I have found myself in a bit of a predicament. And I think this is the very first time this has ever happened to me in my entire career. This tree is completely cut off. Completely. And it is just sitting there. What I was wanting to do was wanting it to go down in there, right down in that hole. It's kind of hooking back this way, and then I saw that it wasn't going to swing out there, so I said, well, I'll just cut it the rest of the way off and let it slide down in that hole. That's a good enough hole. It'll went in there. But now it's just sitting there, and I don't really want to walk away from it because I don't know which way it's going to go now. So, what do we do? This is where a little bit of wind would help. Come on, Mama, give me just a little bit of wind. Just a little one. Be nice. I guess I'm gonna have to try to cut a wedge out of this beech tree and something to hit it with, and see if I can't persuade it a little bit, because my jugs with my hammer and my wedge are way up there. And I know better. All right, let me see if I can't do this. All right, I cut a little wedge out of this beech tree. Then I got my, we'll call it my my hatchet, and I'm gonna try to wedge this thing over a little bit. Hurt your hands when you're banging on the wedge with a big old hunk of wood, but we really have many options here. I'll try to set this phone up, see if we can't catch it on video. Can you see? No, you can't see. Let's see. We'll try it like this. See that way? You can see better that way. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. See if this will work. Alright, here goes nothing. Gone it. Junk. I know it ain't gonna go in there. Too fat to go in there. Might have to cut a smaller one. Ooh, it hurts my hands. You daggone thing. better in there. Nope. To cut a different wedge. Ain't even got nothing I can throw into it, really. Cut a different wedge. See if that'll work. Alright. Get that one out of the way. See if this one won't go in there. A little better. Ah. On it. Well, I might have to try to sneak out of here and get the skidder. I don't know what to do. Or get my wedges, but stupid trees. A lot of times you can find something to throw into them. I can, cut another little gum or something like that, but everything's leaning the wrong way. Oh well, I'll get it. Alright, it's been about 2 hours, and that stinking tree is still sitting there. So I got everything else out of the way. Gonna sneak down in there with the skidder and give her a little push. I can't believe that tree is sitting there like that. That's just amazing to me. I mean, it is still. I mean, there ain't an ounce of wind blowing today, not a single bit. Alright, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we don't push it off the stump, because I ain't got nothing holding it there now. I'm going to attempt to get it to follow the hedge. There she goes. Alright, let's get back over. Not an ounce of wood holding on that tree at all. Oh, did you see that? Good thing I wasn't standing there. Not an ounce of wood holding. That tree was completely cut off. Jeez, I'm daddy. Alright, today's Tuesday. Seems like for the last 2 days I've been doing an awful lot of hand cutting. We just, I don't know, stumbled into the patch of bigger trees. I'm gonna cut the rest of this that's standing here. I'm gonna jump in the cut. Well, I'm gonna get these out first. Then I'm gonna jump in the cutter and I'll cut all this with the cut. I think that one there might be a little bit too big, but I don't know. You hate to, I could have cut this tree down with the cutter, but it's a pretty big tree. Yeah, of course it's hollow in the middle anyway, but I mean, that's a pretty big tree to try to whittle it down with the cutter. And then you just tear it all up, which of course the bottom of it's no good anyway. You're going to clip it off, so I could have cut that one down, but I didn't know that till now. So I didn't. But I cut a bunch of them, hand cut a bunch of them. Well, this morning in the dark, I drug out what I had hand cut from yesterday. I hand cut a bunch of them this morning, drugged them, and I think I got like 30 trees out there at the loader now, just from today. So I'm not doing too bad by myself. I'm I'm tired, I can tell you that. I got up this morning, my back hurt. Just out of shape. Fat and out of shape, that's all it is. Gotta get back into shape. It's like going to the gym. We ride around that skidder, me and the dog been riding around that skidder since July when I broke my ribs. I mean, I've cut a few here and there, but overall, Young Buck cut it all. And then, you know, since we got the cutter's been cutting everything we can cut with the cutter. But even so, Young Buck's been topping it all. So, yeah, just out of shape. Got to get back in the groove here. Is all. So, it's probably not a bad thing that I'm by myself, because I do get to get in the skidder and take a break. You know, I'm going to get in the skidder now. Then I'm going to drag all these out. Then I'm going to climb in the cutter and fold a bunch of these on the ground and top them. And that'll probably be it for today. These trees I cut this afternoon will give me something to drag out tomorrow morning in the dark. So it seems to be going all right. We're getting it. I'm plugging right along. I mean, we're doing 4 load a day, so I'm happy with that. Can't complain. And next week, the guy we logged for, they shut down the week between Christmas and New Year, so that ought to give me a chance to get ahead of them a little bit. They hauled a load out just a little while ago, so they'll probably come back and get 2 more today. So they'll haul 3. There's probably 4 at the loader right now. So it'll but yeah, I'll be able to take my time now. I won't be, you know, not that I'm pushing real hard, but I won't be trying to keep up with trucks or anything. So work a couple days next week while they're off. I'll get ahead a little bit. And yeah, I kind of like it by myself. Honestly, it's peaceful. You know what I mean? It's peaceful. It's just me and the dog. Dog's in there taking a nap up there. It's I like it. I do. I like it. For now, anyway. We'll see how much I like it a month, 2 months from now. But right now, I like it. Well, it's Wednesday morning. I don't know how much rain we got, but it must have rained pretty good last night after I went to bed. I went out and fed the dogs yesterday evening. It had rained, I guess rained around 7, 8 o'clock last night, but I fed the dogs around 7:30. It wasn't raining anymore. The water bowls, the dog food bowls had very little water in them, and it wasn't that bad. Well, I went out there this morning and the bowls were half full of water. So I went to bed last night around 10. It wasn't raining when I went to bed, so I don't know what time it rained, but phew, we got a big old jag of it last night. So skidder seems to be staying up right now. I don't have a whole lot more that's going to come around the edge of that field anyway, so as long as I keep from chewing my landing up too bad, I think we'll be all right today. So we're just dragging out yesterday evening's trees, and we'll just hopefully, you know, this is the only part I don't want to tear. I don't want to tear the landing up, because this is where we got to keep working at, but got to keep the wood moving, right? Well, today's Friday, Christmas Eve. The old dog and I were lobbed up on the couch, relaxing. We ended up the week 16 loads. So yeah, I can't complain about that. Only worked half a day yesterday. Had to roll out early. Had some stuff I had to do. So we worked there till about 1, I guess. But they hauled 4 out yesterday. That gave us 16 for the week. Like I say, we're not going to do a whole lot next week. Got some maintenance to do next week. We are going to cut some, but I'm not going to get too carried away and hammer down on it, because we ain't going to have no trucks. But we'll just pluck along. Just kind of try to stay ahead of the trucks when they start back up next week, the week after the first of the year. So yeah, we're just hanging out today, relaxing. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next one.